All right, so this is example number 2. If you did not watch example number 1, please do so. All right, so to answer this question, there are a few things that we need to understand. Okay, so let's start with A. For question A, you need to know that when you have something like this, A square root of A is the same as A power 1 over a 2. Okay, so all this root will tend to 1 over 2 as a power 1 over 2. So this is the idea we need. And some other steps, I did them in example number 1, okay, on how to integrate the steps that you need to follow. So please make sure you watch that video, okay? But all the same, even if you don't watch, you still understand on these two questions. So let's go to A. So we're going to say equal to the integral with limits from 4 to 9 there, and we have x here. Using this idea here, we are going to change the power, okay? So this root will tend to power 1 over x power 1 over 2, and the dx there, okay? So now, after this, we now apply the rules of integration. So we're going to say x, the power there, 1 over 2, we say plus 1. We add a 1. We always add a 1 to the power. And then we say divide by 1 over 2 there, okay? 1 over 2 plus a 1. So you divide by all this stuff that we have. And then for the limits, a 4 will come here and a 9 right here. So we simplify here, we shall have x power 3 over 2 over 3 over a 2. Okay, so when we add here, we are going to get 3 over 2, and when we add here, we also get the same. Then we say equal to, okay? Actually, before we say equal to, we put back the limits. We must be showing that we're still dealing with the limits. 4 is right here and 9 here, okay? So here, all this thing will be 2 over 3 and x there power 3 over 2. Okay, maybe you may be wondering that what have I done here? What have I done? Remember, all this thing is like this. Let me put it up here. It's like x power 3 over 2 and then divide by 3 over a 2. Okay, it's a divide by 3 over 2. So all this thing is the same as what we have right here. So the rules of division, when dividing fractions, we change, okay? So we reciprocate. You change the sign to times, it was divide to times, and you reciprocate. This goes on top, this comes down, just like this. And when you multiply, this of course will be 2x power 3 over 2 and over a 3 there. So this is what we have, and this is stage where we are at, okay? So now, from this stage, we don't forget the limits. Okay, so we are there. Now we're almost concluding. So from here, we say equal to 2 over 3, okay? We put back now the limits. We say open. Here we're going to put a 9 power 3 over 2 minus a 4 power 3 over a 2, okay? So if you want to understand nicely, this is the same as 2 over 3, open bracket, square root of 9 and the power 3 there. So square root of a 9 and the power 3 minus square root over a 4 and a 3 power there, power 3. Okay, so when we simplify further,